Hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. It's Thursday, a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New called Stupid Question Day, where I put on the cat in the hat, I'm sorry, where I put on the genius hat, and we have chat in the hat. Day. Oop, there's YouTube. The genius hat allows me to answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with complete accuracy. Guaranteed, according to me. I am empowered with the power of geniosity while wearing the genius hat. So I hope you have some questions for the genius for Chat in the Hat. David Jones says, is there really a small genius living inside the hat that is telling you the answers? No, David Jones. There is a small genius living inside my head telling me the answers. I just keep old paper and bugs inside the hat. No, the hat is magic! The hat is magic. There's no bugs or paper. It's magic. Pure magic. So I hope everybody's feeling good today. Angie says, why are there two of you? Me? Or Sue? David Jones says, how do you feed the genius who lives inside of your head? I feed the genius with lots of fun activities, positivity, and fish oil. Your brain needs fish oil. What? Yes, in fact, that's the part you didn't see of the MRI. Part of the MRI that I had one slice. I was a little genius living inside my brain, going, "Ah, Lorielle! Lorielle!" Hi, Angie. I hope you're feeling good, Angie. Oh, I just realized I haven't said hello to everybody. Let me say hello to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Phil Chandler and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Tomlinson, Fairies Lover Sue, Lucky Girl, Mark Mean and Star Raven and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and John McCain and Terry Sue and Brett and N1QOV and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Marcel and Cosmic Joe and Motor Medic and Sam and St. Clinton and Wing Doggy. Hello! Happy Thursday to you. I hope you have questions for the genius. This is a rare opportunity. And I hope everybody's feeling good. Sam and Phil, I hope you're feeling good. Angie Jonas, I hope you're doing your homework and saying positive things to the mirror. Or yourself in the mirror. Or just making out with the mirror. Wolfpack Gaming says, who are you? Sorry, there is a name at the top. Hello, I am live on YouTube and Google Hangouts, and if you're watching on YouTube, there is a lag of like a minute. But hello. Oh, and Sue says, speaking of making out with the mirror, Justin Timberlake. Oh, how are you? I'm sorry, I didn't know HRU is how are you, not who are you. My bad. I'm good. Wolfpack Gaming. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, Justin Timberlake has a song called The Mirror. So does Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. My song is called Making Out with the Mirror. I'm pretty sure nobody else has that song. I'm making out with that genius in the mirror. Woo! Wolfpack Gaming says, what kind of heels do you have? Oh, Wolfpack, I have all kinds of heels. I have every kind of heel. Lots and lots. So today's stupid question day. Every Thursday, I put on the genius hat, which allows me to answer any question about any topic in the entire universe accurately, completely accurately, guaranteed, according to me. Wolfpack Gaming says he is a shoe freak, or she is whoever, he or she, I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions. So am I, Wolfpack. I am a shoe freak. I like to buy shoes. I like very tall shoes. I like very nice, expensive shoes. I wear an 8.5. Oh, and I added more pictures last night. I got some more pictures from the festival over the weekend, so I added a few more to the Facebook post. I don't know if you guys saw them, but it shows the whole outfit. Wolfpack is whispering sweet nothings to me. He just said, ooh, Louboutin, Gucci. Jimmy Choo, ah! Say my name. Say my Louboutin. Oh, Louboutin. No, I don't have Instagram. Well, actually, I have Instagram. I just never do it. I signed up for Instagram, and I haven't been on it in like a year. So I guess that counts as like no. Wolfpack is like, you're a dork. I know, but you know, there's so many sites like Facebook, Twitter, blah 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 blah. After a while, I'm just like, David Jones says, hey, oh, David Jones has a question for the genius. What is the difference between an eggplant and a squash? An eggplant is actually a nightshade, which is part of the tomato family. And tomatoes and mushrooms, and squash is a more of a root. No, squash is not a root. Squash is a squash is the squash family. Forgetting the name. Gourds. and Sue says, has anyone tried kombucha? Yes, I love kombucha. Wolfgang says, it's poisonous, it's a deadly nightshade. Yeah, kombucha is like a fermented tea. It has a slightly acidy, almost like wine taste. It's a fermented, it's supposed to be very good for you. It's not actually alcoholic, but it has that similar taste, like a fermented cider. And it's supposed to be very good for you. It's got a lot of good stuff in the fermenting in it. And I love kombucha. So a part of my health, my health kick for trying to help Sweetie get healthier is making him try all kinds of weird healthy stuff. Like beet juice? No. Sweetie did not like the beet juice. Kombucha? No. Sweetie did not like kombucha. Any green juices? No, didn't like them either. Bitter melon? No, Sweetie didn't like that either. And Wolfpack says watermelon is actually a vegetable, technically. So, and speaking of shoes, Linda said her favorite pair of shoes just broke. Yeah. Fairy says it's a cross between wine and vinegar. Yes, it's a little bit like a vinegary tea, fermented, but. And Wolfback says, speaking of weird fruit and vegetable classifications, watermelon is a vegetable, and somebody told him that bananas have seeds in them, and strawberries are not a berry because it has too many seeds. Linda says, I love vinegar. I drink it every day. Actually, there's a lot of people swear by the health benefits of cider vinegar, and talk about drinking like a few spoonfuls a day. Apple cider vinegar is supposed to be healthy. Apple cider vinegar, yeah. So, woohoo! So, does anyone else have some questions for the genius? And Sturgis Guy says his grandpappy used to tell people to soak in vinegar. That's why grandpappy stunk. Nobody ever wanted to go near him. Whoa! Grandpappy, you smell like old cat piss. Not only that, but Grandpappy also had a steel plate in his head. So I'm not sure if you should really take advice from a from a senile old guy with a steel plate in his head that smells like cat piss. Linda says, "'Cause he was pickled." Wolfgang says, it actually, apple cider is good for you. It helps to lower your blood sugar. It's good for diabetics. Not only that, but cinnamon is very good for blood sugar as well. Adding a spoonful of cinnamon to things you eat. This is a very informative stupid question day. And you know I love the health and nutrition and living healthy and taking care of your body stuff. Even though I ate some jelly beans. I've gone like 2 weeks without jelly beans. Wait. Oh, Wolfgang is diabetic. Oh, okay. So you know about that. Well, diabetic, the best thing you can do to help maintain a balanced sugar level is eating a low-carb diet, because it's carbohydrates and sugar that make your insulin go up and down and up and down, and you want to stay steady, but you already know that. Oh, wow. Wolfgang says they survived and I don't know what sugar numbers are supposed to be, but this sounds pretty high, 1,620 blood sugar count coma attack in 2008. That is when Wolfgang found out that they were a diabetic. Well, hello! Boop, boop, boop. Diabetes knocking at the door. Oh, you gotta listen to me. Yeah. Oh, that can't ignore that. That sounds like Wolfgang was 21 and blood sugar was 156. Oh, and how are you now? Do you take your insulin every day, and are you being good and monitoring? I think I just called Wolfpack Wolfgang. Actually, Wolfgang said they thought yeah, that happens a lot of times when you don't know you're a diabetic. When sometimes people get diabetes late in life, and when you're going into insulin shock, it's like you're drunk or high because you're actually in a real serious health danger. But what people see, and you don't know it, is that you're slurring your words, you're like stumbling all over the place, you're passing out, because you're gonna pass out and go into a blood sugar like attack coma. It's very dangerous. But the symptoms, a lot of times, like especially if you don't know, people will be driving, it'll happen, and they'll get pulled over like for drunk driving or something, and or you fall down, people think they're drunk, but they're actually having a diabetic attack. So, yeah, and so you have to be careful and monitor if you become diabetic. The best thing you can do, because some people become diabetics later in life, that's called type 2 diabetes, which is usually a result of, you know, being overweight, getting older, changes in your body, and you can, a lot of people who get adult onset diabetes type 2, you can actually, if you get yourself healthy, either improve it greatly or sometimes completely lose it by getting your health under control. Type 1 diabetes is a kind you're born with, and that's much more serious, and you can't get rid of that. So one is you're born with, one is a result of your body not being able to perform, and you can improve the second one. But the best thing, diabetes, actually, a lot of the new research now is saying that sugar is so bad for your body as far as the long-term results, and Americans eat like a couple pounds of sugar a week because it's hidden in everything, salad dressings and breads, and like every single thing you buy practically in the entire store has sugar in it, sugar and salt. It's hidden in stuff. I mean, they pump salt into like chickens at the store to plump them up and make them look fatter. They pump salt water into things. So their stuff is hidden in things. So it's really hard to avoid it, and you eat a lot more than you realize. But they're calling sugar and they're calling Alzheimer's. Sugar affects your brain, and they're linking it to Alzheimer and dementia, and calling Alzheimer's they're calling it type 3 diabetes, because they're finding that the long-term abuse of sugar has a negative effect on the brain and is a contributing factor to Alzheimer's. That's something I just read recently in the last couple of months. Yeah, a low-carb diet is the best thing that you can do if you're a diabetic, or actually for anyone, because we eat a lot of carbs here in the U.S. especially. But that and the carbs you should have should be a slow. They call them slow carbs. Like instead of white bread, you want to have an organic, sprouted grain, not gluten-free bread. And instead of a white potato, you want to have a sweet potato, organic preferably. And instead of white rice, you want to try something like quinoa, an organic quinoa. So yeah, but there's substitutes for like the regular white flour stuff. You can switch to other types of grains, other flours that don't have gluten, other things made out of seeds. So David Jones says he's throwing caution to the wind. Last night he had chicken lo mein. full of flour, white flour, salt, sugar, and MSG, and non-organic chickens. Well, 2 days ago, Linda, I had organic, gluten-free corn pasta made from organic corn flour. So it didn't had no, it had a lower carb. It's a slower carb, and no gluten. It's for diabetes. You want to keep even. So a slow carb is better than sugars or quick carbs that make you go up and down and up and down. You all know, like a sugar high and a sugar crash. That's because your blood sugar's going like this. And for everyone, not just diabetes, is to keep it, if you keep it even by having enough protein, then your body's not going to be storing as much fat. Your sugar's going to be more balanced, and it's healthier for you, and you have more energy. David Jones says he doesn't mind the sugar spike. That's why he keeps a pack of Twinkies with him at all times. Ooh, Twinkie time! Oh, wait, that means something different. So, any more questions for the genius? And is Marcel here? Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'll be here tomorrow, Linda, but no show on Monday. Just to remind you guys, I will not be here on Monday. But I will let you know if there's any changes. I'll put it on Twitter. Yes, Linda says, oh no, we're going to have to be self-motivated. I know. So, yeah, so tomorrow, today was Stupid Question Day. Tomorrow is Funny Friday, a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you'll all have some jokes to share with everybody on the weekend. And if for any reason, I thought I was going to have to do something today. If for any reason that gets changed and I won't be around tomorrow, I'm not sure, but I just want to let you know to check Twitter, because I will put a note on Twitter if there is any sort of change. So, and Linda says, my Funny Fridays have been awesome lately. Thank you very much. Oh, and when you guys, I posted the rest of the pictures from the festival on Hi St. Clinton, woohoo! St. Clinton says his question is, why do the words Trader Joe's always seem to be mentioned when a salmonella recall happens? I don't know, St. Clinton, if that is a fact. But there has been, it seems like there has been a lot of food poisoning things and food accidents happening. I just heard something about another recall because there was glass and stuff. That's what's happening with all these big processed food making places. It's so easy for something to get in there. No, Chipotle had a problem because one of their employees in one of their stores got some sort of sickness. But Sue said she just heard that lean cuisine is recalled. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so the solution is cook your own damn food. Make it from scratch. Linda's like, what? 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 Don't you touch my lean cuisine! Don't! Oh, and I was just going to say something, and I totally forgot. Oh, I started to say I added new pictures on Facebook from the festival, and you'll notice, you'll notice, or maybe you won't notice, but I should have captioned my outfit. No pants, don't care. I'm actually just wearing a shirt and tights and heels. It's not supposed to be a dress, but I said, oh, I'm gonna. Oh, goodness, and St. Clinton is calling me to task. St. Clinton has a question for the genius. Will Lorielle New ever write a new blog post? It's been like 2 years. Yes, I need to get on that. St. Clinton, thank you for reminding me. Yes, and Wolfgang says, lean cuisine and healthy choice prepackaged frozen foods are so fattening and full of sodiums that they should not be calling themselves healthy. Oh, and Aluris, Sue just said the recall for glass in the food was for DiGiorno pizzas and Stouffer's meals. Goodness. And so, oh my goodness, it's 5:49. So, I know, how did that go so quickly? But yeah, the solution to all these weird food things is make your own food from scratch. Then you have, yes, it's easier to know what you're eating if you make it yourself, and you know, I washed this, I cleaned this, and but don't always have time, but yeah. So I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming because you're awesome. I will be back tomorrow for Funny Friday. So I hope you have some jokes. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Wolfpack Gaming, and St. Clinton, and Sam, and Philip, and Allura Star, and Shocker, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and House of Dave, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mean, and Star Raven, and Angie Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Azure Yusuf, and The Cram, and Marcel, and Jim Danby, and Sturgis Guy, and Bill Knaus, and Scott Kimmis, and John McCain, and Red Stapler, and Terry Sue, and Brett, and Joe Barney, and N1QOVE, N1QOV, and Cosmic Joe, and Bootin' Swede, and Moto Medic, and Wing Doggy. Thank you for checking in. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Angie Tomlinson. And Sue. All right, kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye, St. Clinton. So nice to see you. I'll see everybody tomorrow. St. Clinton said, what happened to Fireman Skip? I don't know, but I hope he's well. Bye. I love you all. Bye. And very nice to meet you, Wolfpack.